What up, everybody? Oh, hi. What up, everyone? It's time. Oh my god. Sorry. What up, everyone? It is time for a weekly roundup. You probably noticed you haven't seen me around in a while. That's because I've been stalling. Because I'm going to start receiving boxes for March, but I haven't gotten all the boxes for February yet. What the hell? And guess who it is? Take a wild guess. Guess a random box that you don't like. Who do you think it is? Oh, what's that? My geek box? That's who you guess? Oh my god, you're so right. You win. You win a beer. Come by my house and collect. Anyway, typical My Geek box. They're screwing us from the UK. It's just like them to screw their customers, so same story as always. I contacted them. They never sent the box. It's on its way now, and I can't do my monthly review until I get that box. So any minute now, boxes from March are going to be coming, so I'm trying to prolong it as long as I can before I have to just eventually start doing more boxes, so cutting it close. But anyway, we have a weekly roundup and we got lots of cool stuff. I got lots of really cool shit in this week, so let's take a look at what we got. We got a puppy. Got a puppy here. Got that. And got this freaking sweet bottle opener. Little key. How awesome is that? I like it. Thank you. Alright, well, let's start things off. First thing we got, damn it, it's a brand new shirt. It's got puppy hair all over it. First thing we got, I got these Beatles figures. I'll be showing a video right now, a quick little snippet of it. So basically these are from I'm assuming a newer company, or they're newer to me, but they're called Titans. So they're just like Kid Robot or Funko or the Loyal Subjects. They're just like all those companies. They're just a company that makes figures. So I really like them. I've only seen them a little bit recently. They don't have that much product out, but what they do have is really cool. So what differentiates them from Kid Robot and the other companies, I've noticed they go a slightly more realistic. The characters they choose to do are usually actual people versus like cartoon characters. So obviously they did the Beatles, and they also have a Doctor Who series, and they also have a Buffy the Vampire series coming out. They did the Breaking Bad ones, that exclusive Saul figure that we got from Breaking Bad, that was from that company. So that's the kind of stuff they do, which I like because it's nice to get something a little different. Like Kid Robot and stuff focuses on like two-dimensional like comic book characters, and then Titans will do more of the realistic people. And I like what they do. It looks like the people. It's very simplistic, but they still like do a good job of capturing that character. So these figures are a little more expensive. That company is a little more expensive in general, but I think it's worth it. The boxes and the Beatles ones, I can't remember if they were $10 or $12.99, but they're up there. They're on the expensive end of the mystery boxes. They're not like Funko where they're $5 or $6. They're 10 or 12. But I think it's worth it. I got that series right there. It's not the complete series, but I got that for like 50 bucks, I think, which is a little pricey, but you know, it was worth it. I liked it. So I like those figures, and I've been keeping up with Titans a little bit and seeing what they're gonna do next. So expect to see them around a lot more, and expect to see more of their products. I really liked it. Next, hold up. So I got some more artwork, and I'll be showing a video of that right now. I got some more Street Fighter artwork, and I've been collecting from this series because I really like this artist, this guy Alvin Lee, who did artwork for Marvel a bunch. He did artwork for the Marvel vs. Capcom games, that's where he's like well known from, and a bunch of other stuff. He's just this amazing artist. And he's not that well known either, so you can still get his artwork for relatively cheap. So I got these 4 pages, which are all consecutive, which is really cool, and they were about 100 a piece, which is concerning like pages and artwork, that's actually not that much. That's on the cheaper end. So I got a pretty good deal on it, and I got shipping for free, and they came in good quality. So, and I framed them up for practically nothing, so I think they're really awesome. I love artwork like this. I love original artwork, like in general, especially artwork that's published where I can like look in a book and see the artwork that I own. Like, it's really cool to me. Also, I love that it's in pencil. I really love pencil artwork because then I know for sure that it's not like a fake. Like, because it's practically impossible to replicate that. The inked artwork, like, people can make photocopies of and it looks almost identical, but pencil, you know it's like really there. Someone actually drew that. So I really like it. I really like that series. It was a short series, the Street Fighter II comic series. It was by Udon, and the artist Alvin Lee. If you don't know him, check him out. He does some really awesome stuff. And yeah, that was that artwork that I got. I think it's amazing. Next, the next item I got is The Walking Dead. Funko just released their Series 3 of the Walking Dead Mystery Minis. And I really like this style of Mystery Minis. So there's two types of Mystery Minis out there that Funko does. And I'm surprised they don't differentiate between the two, like with different names. So there's the kind they do with The Walking Dead, that they also did with the horror ones that you see behind me. And they did with the science fiction ones, which are over there. They're longer bodies, they're like square hands and smaller heads. And that's one type. The other type is the kind they do with like Disney, Marvel, and DC, where they're much smaller figures, and they look like bobbleheads. Some of them actually are bobblehead, but even the ones that aren't, they look like it. Very big heads and small body. So those are the two different types of Mystery Minis. And I gotta say, I like the style of these Walking Dead ones much better. I much rather have that style, and I wish they did them all that way. I really don't like the bobbleheads. Like, even on like the Funko Pop figures, I don't think they should do bobbleheads at all. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe some people like them, but I personally don't like bobbleheads at all. I don't think they should do it. But even besides that, the way they do certain figures, like, it's not that they're bad by any means. I still like them and I still collect them, but I just like the style of the Walking Dead ones much better. I like the longer body, I like the more refined paint job, I like the way they sculpt them, so much better. And this series was awesome, I really liked it. They have a lot more characters in this one. The only bummer about it is they have a lot more people in it, and by people I mean like just characters from the show that aren't zombies, which is sometimes okay because everyone likes Daryl, he's a badass, but like some of the girls in it, it's like, well, I don't really want that figure that much. They kind of wasted some spaces with that, in my personal opinion. I think they should have stuck to like zombies and like the cooler male characters that have like badass weapons. No offense to any girls out there, but the girls in The Walking Dead just aren't that interesting, I guess, just in that show in particular. So there's a lot of figures in there where it was like, yeah. But I still haven't gotten the whole series. I bought one box and I got some. So I'm going to collect a couple more of them, but I really liked it. I thought they were cool. My stamp of approval. And I look forward to more series done that way. I hope they do most of them that way. Like I said, that style. Because I just think that's the best. Just me personally. So yeah, that's The Walking Dead Series 3. On to the next. Alright, so what else is new? I stopped by Hot Topic recently, which I've never been a huge fan of Hot Topic in the past because, you know, when I was growing up as a kid, like, it wasn't a place that you went unless you were, like, looking for some goth attire. It was much different than it is today. But today, it's rather like a cool store. It's like a nerd haven now. It's like all, like, Marvel, DC, comic book, video game stuff. Like, that's the direction they've kind of gone in. It's almost like a comic store without the comics these days. It's all the shirts, they have all the figures there, and they're all like cool video game, comic book style stuff. So I'm very surprised considering how I saw it before, the direction it's taken, but I think it's really cool. So I go there frequently now, and I often shop in their clearance because they have really awesome stuff. I'm not going to show them right now, but I got this shirt. And I also got like a Dragon Ball shirt and some hats that I'm going to wear in some future videos. So you'll see them coming up. But got them for like $1 or $2. Like, it was a crazy good price. So if you have one that you live by, I recommend like checking there regularly and just checking out their clearance. Because their clearance will be like buy one, get one for $1. So that's just kind of a side tangent. And I'll show you that stuff in future videos. But just on a note, like go check it out and look at their clearance. They always have good stuff and their clearance is always awesome. So it's a really good place to go to just pick up some random stuff that you didn't know was there. But anyway, the next item, let me go grab it. So these fun little guys, these are from the Hallmark store. Nope. Nope. So these little guys, I'm not even sure what they're called. Oh, they're called Itty Bitties. So I got a little Chewbacca, and I got a little Iron Man. These guys are really cool. They're exclusive to Hallmark. They're made by the Hallmark company, so they're only in the Hallmark store. I don't know how common those stores are, but they just have a little, like, body, no legs, and some tiny arms and a huge head. And these have gotten really popular. They've only recently come out, but they have pretty much everyone already. They have most of the DC characters, most of the Marvel, they have Star Wars, and they have obviously all the Disney characters. So they've come out with a lot of them so far, and they're really cool. I really like them. And they're also pretty cheap. They have a deal where you can get like 4 of them for like 20 or something like that. So they're fairly cheaply priced, which is really cool. And I like these. Someone picked these up for me, but I was planning on getting my own anyway. I really liked Iron Man, and Chewbacca looks like a badass. So anyway, it seems like every store and every company has their own version of like comic book characters. Like every company, like Kid Robot, Loyal Subjects, Hallmark, Funko, it has their own version, their own like stylistic view. Like the Funko Pop figures, they have the square head and the like standard like body, and the Kid Robot has like those generic hands and like the little cone-shaped body, and now Hallmark has those. So if you're in the means, I'd recommend go check them out and pick up your favorite character. Like, I think they're really cool, and they're pretty cheap. And you know, that's also one more thing that, like, if any box ever did a Disney theme, Collectible Geek, they could have added something like that in there, and it would have been really cool. Like, they're just a fun little figure to have, and they make a great gift too. They're really cheap, and yeah, I really like them. So I picked up a couple of those, and I'll probably get more. So I thought they were very well done, and they look cool. So go check them out. Itty Bitties. Alright. Next. So I got this new series, which I'll show right now. These Mega Man keychains. So I found out about these through a subscription box, which I actually hadn't gotten at that point. But it was the Betoyo Bento. I hope I'm saying that right. But basically, it's a Japanese box that's full of like anime stuff and like collectible toys from Japan, which if you've watched my videos, I had mentioned like I wanted to get one of those. So I've been researching a lot of them, but couldn't decide on which one. I was on their Facebook page, and then I saw these figures that came in the box. I'm like, oh my god, these are freaking awesome. I gotta get these. So I was bummed I didn't get that box, but luckily, someone was selling the whole set on eBay for pretty cheap. Like the whole set was $25, so like $5 a piece. Super awesome, and I have now subscribed to that box. It's an expensive box. It really is. It's like $40 to get it here in the US, so hopefully it's good, but if they have more stuff like that, like, I'd really appreciate it. And the thing about it is, like, in Japan, these things, they all come in like these like quarter/dollar machines. Like if you've been to Vaughn's, we have them in America, the quarter machines, but ours suck. Like, we barely have anything good in there. In Japan, they have them everywhere. They're all over the place, and they have really cool figures like that for, like, I think it's around $1 or something like that. They have coin-operated things there, but just like that. And I wish we had things like that here. So that's why I want to subscribe to an anime box, or a Japanese box, because then I'll get figures like that. Like, you can't really get anywhere else. And they're not that incredible. They're small, but they're really well detailed. Like I've said before, like, the Japanese figures are always like really well done. They always have really high quality. They have good sculpt and good paint job, and they're always really nice. Like, I really like them. They like spare no expense on those kind of things, which America could take some notes on, like the amount of detail that goes into them. So I really appreciate little sets like this, and I hope so many more of them come when I get the Betoyo Bento box, which should be coming hopefully this month, but we'll see. So yeah, that's the Mega Man series. Next, got another little series. Just been stocking up on stuff. Another of the Funko, the DC figures that they just released, which I actually had no intent of getting because, like I said, they were that style, the bobblehead style, and I thought they were bobblehead, which I was like, no, because the original Marvel series they did was bobblehead, but it had Deadpool, so I'm like, okay, I'll get a couple of them. And they were okay, but with the bobblehead ones, they're so small, and they bang around the box, and then you get it, and the wires are all twisted, so the head's in a weird spot, and it's just like, why? Why are you doing that? Why spend money making it a bobblehead when just give me the figure? It's so weird they're doing that. I don't know who wants that. But anyway, I found out the DC ones weren't the bobblehead, that they were just regular figures, and they actually look really cool. They did a good job. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of that style, but it's definitely not bad. I like the other style better, but that doesn't make these ones bad. I picked up a box, and I got a really good box. I got all the characters I wanted. Got Batman, I got Deathstroke, and I got the White Lantern. Like, I got all the characters that I really wanted in one box. And they're so cheap, like a whole box of them. I think I got them for like 50 or 60 for a whole sealed box. They're just not that expensive, so I figured why not? And they looked pretty cool. They got their own little shelf. So I like them. These ones, this is another reason why I don't like this style as much. These are more like the Funko Pop figures. Like, the paint job is a little bit off on them. Like, the sculpt is fine, but the paint job's always a little bit off. They have trouble staying in the lines, and the eyes are sometimes a bit askew, and it's like, well. But you'll never see that on the like the horror ones or the Walking Dead ones. Those ones are always perfect, but these ones it's a little bit off. And I don't know if it's them just being a little cheaper, trying to rush things out, or if they're actually trying to stylize it a certain way. That I'm not sure. I'm almost leaning towards the fact that they might just trying to save like a buck or two, like with certain companies like Disney, Marvel, and DC, where the cheaper companies, like getting horror rights is, I don't know. I'm thinking something along those lines of where they're trying to save money, which I don't like. I don't appreciate that. But anyway, there's the DC ones, so that's what I got. And then, alright, pup. No more puppies. I got Stitch. So this is from the Vinylmation Popcorn series, and these are really cool. I pick up some of these every once in a while. I don't think they're sold in stores anymore, so I think you only have to get them online, because these were exclusive to Disney parks. Disneyland, Disney World, so on and so forth. So you could only get them there. And they're just like Funko Pop figures, but from Disney. And personally, I like these way better than Funko Pop. Like the style of them, the shape of them, the look of them, the paint job, the attention to detail, I think is way better than what Funko was putting out there. Just me personally. But the only problem with these, and I think they discontinued them, and this is probably why, the MSRP on these, how much they wanted for them, go ahead and guess. So Funko Pop figures are 10 bucks. These, $25. $25 for these. Which is fucking crazy. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I get it though, because in Disney parks, I don't know if you've ever been there, everything is expensive there. Like, you can't even get like a water without paying like $5 or $6. Like, it's crazy. Everything there is marked up. So I get it to an extent, but they shouldn't have limited it to the parks. They should have opened it up elsewhere, and they should have made it cheaper. I think that was a bad business move on their part, and I think they got a little bit greedy with the money, and I think that was a bad choice. But I really do like these figures. I've shown you some that I have before, and this is the little Stitch guy. I'm going to put him up on a shelf, and I think he's great. I really like these figures. Vinylmation Popcorn. Check him out. Every once in a while you can get him for super cheap on eBay. I got him for 10 bucks. You can get him as low as 5, which is a really good deal considering they cost 25, and it's exclusive. So anyway, I'm rambling, but this is really cool though, so check these out if you are looking for things like this. It's strictly Disney characters, but they do a really good job, and I really hope they do more somewhere down the line. I really do hope so. So that's that. Oh man, get so thirsty. It's been so dry out here lately. Crazy dry. Getting dry mouth just talking. Okay, the next item I got is a doozy. Only because I've been waiting for this for years. I've been waiting. I got the Venom Zombie Bust. So this Venom Zombie Bust by, what's the name? Gentle Giant. Zombie Venom Bust by Gentle Giant. And this thing is so badass. They put out a couple over the past few years. And by past few years, I mean like past like 7 or 8 years or something crazy like that. And I've been getting them piece at a time. And they had a plan to release a whole villain series of just the zombie ones, which I don't think they're doing anymore because this one took like 2 years to finally hit store shelves. Like by when they started like telling us about it and started taking pre-orders so long ago. It's ridiculous. I don't know what it is with statues, but they get so much hype up there and they're like, yeah, it'll be released like this year, and they always push it back months and months and months and years, and it's so annoying. I've stopped pre-ordering with these companies. It sucks so much. But anyway, I don't think they're going to continue and do the villain series. I hope they do. I wish they would because it's super cool. And I should be showing at some point while I'm rambling a video of not just Venom, but the other 4 that I have that I've collected. Like I got Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Captain America were the first set. They were released way back when, one at a time, and they were really hard to find. But I did, and the sculpts on there are pretty nice. Since then, they released the Magneto zombie, and he is amazing. He's one of the best sculptures I've seen. Maybe I got lucky by getting that one, but the detail on him is immaculate. Like, I'll try and like do a little quick shot of him too, but so highly detailed. And the zombie Venom is great too. He's not the most detailed, but he's definitely not bad. I really like it. And Venom, one of my favorite characters, and I love the zombie series, so I've been waiting on pins and needles for like 2.5 years for this goddamn thing. And it finally came, finally. So I'm super happy about it, super psyched. Like cleared off some shelf to make some room for him, and they did a really great job. And the best part about it is he's really not that expensive. If you pre-ordered him, he was only $80, which is not that much at all for like a nice quality sculpture. And I bought him aftermarket, someone selling him on eBay, but got it for $100, which is only 20 bucks more. I would gladly pay that. I would have paid more than that. Like, it's totally worth it. I loved it. I thought it was a fantastic sculpture. So, yeah, all about that. Thought that was fantastic. So, yeah, that's the Zombie Venom sculpture. Let's see what else we have to share. Look at my list. Yeah, I guess we got through all of it. I think I spoke way quicker than I needed to. I was just like flying through stuff. But the shirts and hats I said I got, I'll wear those in the next video, so you'll see them. This is one of them. Cheap stuff. Alright, the last thing that I got is probably the best thing I've gotten ever. And the pup wants to go crazy. So this was a box sent to me by TheDollyDevine. She's a fan of my channel. She's very loyal. She always posts comments. She's always very talkative about stuff. And she's awesome. She's just all around a good person, and I really like her. And she said that I was talking about one of the boxes and saying, like, my Geek Box, how it was cool that they put in candy that's only from the UK. I thought that was super cool. And she's like, oh, I'll totally send you some candy sometime. I'm like, oh, you know, you don't have to. I know it's expensive. And she's like, no, I will. I'm like, okay, like, I'll take your candy. But she sent me, it finally came. This was, it took like, I don't even know, weeks and weeks to get here. But it did come. And it didn't melt, which was good. It just missed the heat wave. I'm so happy about that. So, just to give you a look into this box real quick, put some nice paper. And look at that. I don't know how well you can see that. Just chocked full of stuff. And we'll go through like a few things, like these Popettes, toffee with chocolate. Like, I have no idea what the fuck these are, but it's from the UK and you can only get it there. I'm totally gonna try that. It sounds delicious. And this one, Kinder Chocolate with cereal. Like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna eat the shit out of this. That sounds awesome too. And then we got the Chewy's Extreme. It's got a goddamn dragon on there. I don't know what that means, but I'm putting that in my mouth. That's gonna happen. And it just goes on and on. And look, and she even like wrapped up like a lot of the chocolate. She did wrap with like, there's one with a bulldog. There was another piece of wrapping paper I had from before where it had like some really classy stuff on it. Like, wrapped them up individually, and I haven't unwrapped it all yet because I was just so excited. I didn't want to unwrap it all because it looks so nice. But she even wrapped up one, and I opened it, And it was a Kid Robot figure. And it was one I needed. Because I remember talking to her before, like, oh, I can't get these Bent World Beats. They don't sell in America anymore. She's like, oh, we have them here. I'll send you one. I was like, dope. Hell yeah. And then I got the one that I needed. What are the odds of that? Honestly, I got the one that I needed. Like, this may be the best box that I've maybe ever gotten. Even the paid ones. Like, this is so cool. I love candy. I love trying new food and stuff like that. I loved her presentation. She wrote me, it was a little tiny card that folded out. It's got a bear on it. And wrote me a little note on there. Like, man, I can't even tell you, like, how much this made my day. I hope you're listening, Dolly. Like, I hope this, she has her name on here. What is it? Leanne. I hope you're listening, Leanne. So, this totally made my day. I really appreciate it. I'm going to find a way to make it up to you 10 times. But this was awesome. I'm going to go through and open all these individual packages and see what's in there. But I don't want to because it just looks so nice. But this was such a pleasant surprise. Like, I like this way better than any UK box I've ever gotten. And it was just great. It's nice to know that people appreciate the channel. It's always nice to hear positive feedback. And it's always nice to get something like this. Like that someone genuinely enjoys the channel and they just want to send me some stuff, just say how much they appreciate it. Well, I can say firsthand, like, that made my day. Thank you so much, DollyDevine, and thank you so much to everyone else who's out there who's been supportive. Bloodthirsty, I know you got your box. I hope you liked it. I tried hard to pick some cool stuff out. Like, you got some really, really cool stuff in there, so I hope you like that box, and I love this box, and I think this is just going to be a thing now. Like, we're all going to be just sending each other cool shit or extra stuff or, like, across country of things they don't have. Like, I think this may be a thing now. But we'll see. But anyway, I think that was pretty much it. Let me check my list. I think I got through basically everything I had to show. Let me see. Yeah, I guess that was it. But thank you so much for this box. Just a quick roundup, a little bit of news here. Been doing a lot of research on things, so next month's box, or this month, sorry, March, are coming any second. F-Box is going to be the first one, which is weird because it was the last one I ordered, but any second it should be here, and they're coming all at once. They're coming in hot. They really are coming in hot. So by Monday, by the weekend's end, I'm probably going to have like 5 or 6 boxes at least. And I tried some new ones this month, so we have some new boxes. And I need to do this roundup. So I love trying new boxes. Someone told me about Toy Wiz, just how F-Box is doing it. Toy Wiz started one, so I got theirs. I heard it sucked really bad, but hey, it's worth a try. And I hope to God that Boxalypse replies to me and gets my damn box out. I hope I get it next month. I'm hoping to get everything in the month of March and do one epic March month with like 15 boxes. But it may not work out that way because the Japanese ones, who knows when they're going to show up. And I just ordered 2 more UK ones, Z-Box and an Infinity Crate. Like, they're coming all over the place, man. They're just coming in wild. So we're going to have to wrangle these bad boys up. So, what else is new? Oh, other good news. I'm going to do another giveaway. Giveaways like every video, basically. When I hit 500 subscribers, doing another giveaway. Basically, I think every time it doubles, I'm going to do a giveaway. So 500, which honestly, by the time this video is posted, because it takes that long to post, we may already be at 500. Like, I might as well announce it now. But anyway, I haven't picked anyone yet, so you out there, you got to post, subscribe, get the word out. And then you got to tell me. So all your social media, post something out there, unique stuff, tell people about it. Like, get people to subscribe. And whoever does it the most is going to win a prize. Little giveaway box from yours truly. And it's always cool. So, get on it. Get on it. What else is in the news? There's more things I was going to talk about. Avengers is coming up. I'm super stoked for that. I've been reading up on other comic book movies and things like that. Things that are coming up. Very excited for. There's a lot of Funko products coming up that I'm also very excited for. Can't wait for so many of those series to come out. The Vinyl Sugars ones are coming out soon. Those look super badass. I cannot wait for those to come out. Cannot wait. And other than that, I always lose my head on these. I always forget what I'm going to say. Yeah, I guess that's it. Like, if I find anything else, I'll throw it in the next weekly roundup. And F-Box should be the next one. That should be the next video. Anyway, Rambled and rambled. Very long video. I apologize. Anyway, thank you, DollyDevine. I love you. You're the best ever. You did the best box, and you're the greatest. No one, never, oh my gosh. Never let anyone ever tell you differently. Can't talk. Too much beer. Anyway, you're all wonderful. Please like and subscribe. Spread the word to your friends. The channel is blowing up. So let's get as many people on this bandwagon as we can. Let's spread the word about this. I want people to know about the good boxes. I want people to know about the shit boxes. I didn't want to warn people. People need to be warned about certain things. So let's do it. Let's make it a team action. Let's make it happen. Thank you so much. Love you all. Peace. Thank you. Thank you all day, darling.